thanks for helping with these parts and knowing where to look for the critical areas. I'll show you what I have found. There's definitely some wear happening on this plate. There's it's very worn, and this is raised right there. You can see this gear, that you can feel a ring there that's worn out, and the bushing, like you were saying, is extremely worn. There's a lot of play. I'm pretty sure this is the bushing you're talking about, and it's actually worn a groove here. This is worn along it. So there's a lip right here that you can feel. So it is definitely worn out. I'm wondering if this is the main problem that I was having, which was not going in any gears. It did run with low oil for a while. Tried to push it to get home on a remote northern road as I was losing oil, and that's the main problem, is that I thought the clutches maybe had burnt. But this is definitely worn, so that'll have to be figured out. And on the valve body here, the one you said to check, I believe, is the second one in from the selective valve here. And what I understood you to say is that there could be some wear in this, and there's no play there at all once I have it engaged here, and definitely not on the outside here. I can look closer, and inside here, if I carefully try to wiggle it back and forth, there's no play at all. So I'm assuming that's the one you were talking about, and that one seems to be fine. So from what I can tell, my main issues are, well, I'm wondering now if the actual problem was the pump. It did go in reverse, kind of, a little bit. Wondering if my main issue was the pump here, and now the torque converter I've sent out to get rebuilt. But if this is the actual issue, is there a way to know if my clutches and the steel, you know, they look good to me. I don't really know what I'm looking for. But is there a tolerance? Is there a size these should be? I believe when I measured them, they were 1.57 millimeters. So I may change plans if you may think this could be the main issue, in which case, and if I would not have to change the clutches and steel, then perhaps I can wash everything, get a new pump, and go with that. But if at some point I'm going to be crossing the threshold of this getting too expensive, my car is not the newest thing, it's been repaired and rusted, a lot of rust repaired on it, and at some point it'll tip the scale and I'll have to say goodbye to the thing. But if I can save it, I've got it all apart now, why not? So thanks for your help.